then.
That's a dominant round for Chomroeun. Rothana looked good on his feet for the first half of that round.
And he threw a big punch from way back there, completely missed Rothana's head, and it drove into the canvas. He then followed up with another one, and exactly the same thing happened. It's pretty good if you can evade punches when you're back on the mat.
Look at this. Misses with the big left hook, but follows it up with the right hand. Rothana back sweep against that circle wall. And then here's that. The things you call annoying, I call them effective because they are landing. Nice little foot stomp with the shoulder bump. And then he was trying to work into this crucifix. He did a good job of controlling the top position, but also landing a lot of elbows and ground and pound along the way.
For all of the youthful exuberance that Chomroeun will have at 24 years old, he is dealing with a man who has a lot of experience there. Spent half of his life competing in combat sports. Martial arts is very much his home. One of one championship's longest servants. Great to see him back in the circle, and he starts the second round in impressive, energetic fashion. Has to be careful though, because that right hand can be snuck in.
Yes, Chomroeun does not want to give Rothana this space. When he's at kicking range, he is the most dangerous.
Big right hand from Rothana though, Mitch, there.
He tried to close that distance and got caught with the right. Rothana is feeling himself on the feet.
That could well have been the cleanest punch of the battle so far, and he landed again very nicely.
Chomroeun doesn't want to step into that pocket because he doesn't want to get caught by one of those massive head kicks.
Chomroeun moves from orthodox to southpaw and back again. Quite square on from the waist up.
Come on. Go, 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 go.
It's hard sometimes to tell whether he's jabbing or crossing. Or he goes with a little left uppercut. Digs in one to the body and then a left to the head, followed up by another left to the head. And as this second round moves on, Chomroeun is really starting to come into his own. Is this where we turn the corner in terms of cardio and freshness and the promise of youth?
but he can definitely see those kicks coming and he's able to evade. Now he's starting to close that distance.
He really is. That was a nice left hand. Chomroeun's receiving a little bit more than he did in the first round and the early part of this second. Matches can just turn suddenly, can't they? And we may be seeing that now. Again, the foot stomp. Oh, the elbow to the side of the head. This is developing into a really nice round for COA.
Like that counter right hand he's throwing. But Rothana answers right back.
Still looks fresh, doesn't he? Oh, stumbled a little bit there and gives a little bit of a smile. And swinging kick a few times has been well off the mark from Chomroeun.
But you can see that COA might be able to evade the head kick, but his legs are still in the same position. I'd like to see Chomroeun just keep going back to that leg kick. I think he'd be a lot more effective if he starts attacking the legs.
Quite a different round, that second one from the first. Plenty of action, Mitch.
But he landed that head kick right there. That was at the very beginning of the round. And COA was like, I do not want to eat another one of those. And he was able to get his head out of the way of most of the extra oncoming shots. But that stiff round, that stiff jab was just landing over and over again. Now you got to keep this in mind that first part of that round, Chomroeun was very successful. But then as the match wore on, as we started to get later and later into that round, COA started to find success with his hands. So I think it's anybody's game. I really think it's going to come down to this third and final round.
Sure, don't judge that second round by the highlights we saw there. Good work with the leg, good work with the right hand from Chomroeun. But COA worked his way back into that second round and probably nicked it. Not that we're scoring this bout round by round. The judges will look at the full 15 minutes and determine the overall winner therefrom. And what great respect, as we so often see in the One Championship Circle at the beginning of this final round. They embrace each other and then back onto the breach. Left hand from COA drives Chomroeun backwards and he replies with a big slapping kick to the ribcage. Just the first 20 seconds of this third round and already the action is pretty intense. Will the cardio continue to stay in place for Chomroeun? Will a younger man come to the fore? Starting to look a little bit ragged now for Chomroeun.
Doesn't quite have the same balance when he throws that lead leg front kick, or the leg kick rather, but there with a back leg roundhouse kick to the legs, he's always accurate.
COA looking to get closer and closer and land the big bomb whenever he can now. Still intense focus from the Cambodian though.
That's Chomroeun's money shot. That rear leg roundhouse to the leg of COA. He can hit that all night long if he wants to.
Could be that as they came into this third and final round that it was very even. Maybe Xian having the edge over the 10 minutes, but the tide is turning. Second half of that second round, and what we're seeing so far in the third is really opening the door towards a COA victory. And it is done now. He got Chomroeun on his back and then did not let up. And he's walking around that One Championship Circle with great delight now. That's a big accomplishment for him.
Wow, COA carrying that power into the third round. Look at this, off of the 2, the 3 comes along and puts Chomroeun down. Jumps all over the grounded pound. Referee Yuji Shibata was forced to jump in and call a halt to the action, but the Hunter goes head hunting. Look at that beautifully timed left hook as Chomroeun goes down and the grounded pound follows.
Absolute peach of a left hook, wasn't it? So difficult to tell if it's a left hook or just an overhand left, because he switches his stance so fluidly. But either way, there's big power in that left hand, as indeed there is in the right. Big win for Siete.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match was presented to you by Xiaomi. And now, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner by way of technical knockout, Chomroeun.
Very, very impressive win from Chomroeun. Picked his moment, didn't he?